What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the field to play. This is your boy James. Big shout out to Tom28 Jeremy. He's got this awesome download right here where you can get the all-time great players. So what I did here is I went ahead and did a fantasy draft. And as you can see, we always balling with the #1 world champions until next week, Philadelphia Eagles. And we done picked up Jason Peters, Sam Hutchinson, Jason Kelsey, Marshall Yanda, Michael Vick at quarterback, Walter Payton at running back. My wide receivers are A.J. Green and Doug Baldwin. And that's a 99 offense off the top. My defense is a 91. We got free safety Steve Atwater, Jack Lambert at middle linebacker, Reggie White, my favorite player in the entire NFL of all time, at right end, Akil Talib at corner, and Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie at the other, with Warren Sapp in the middle. So we're gonna see what these other teams drafted. About to jump into week 1, playing the Atlanta Falcons. There's Michael Vick, outstanding combination. They got Dick Night Train Lane at corner. Somebody we gonna have to deal with. Emmitt Smith at running back. Emmitt Smith and Walter Payton in the same game. Sean Lee and Craig Robinson. Not too sure why they bring up that motive, but hey, Reggie Wayne and A.J. Green. Let's get into this.
Everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, is Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay
Great Walter Payton.
And I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game, there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
The exhibition season is over. It's time to play for real as the 2018 NFL season is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They'll be led out by their highly decorated quarterback, Aaron Rodgers.
I think Aaron Rodgers is one of the poster boys for persistence.
Discount double check.
And belief in self. Because coming out of high school, he had 0 scholarship offers in the D1 level. Went to a junior college. Went to Cal and just blew up there. And then, of course, as a first-round draft pick, but a lot lower than what he expected in the first round, and then had to sit behind Brett Favre for a few years in Green Bay before getting his shot. Now he's probably one of the better quarterbacks that we've seen come down the pipe.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And there's a nice catch by Mike Gesicki, the rookie out of Penn State. And partner, you saw him when you were covering Big Ten football. He didn't block very many people, but that's not what they asked him to do. They asked him to go downfield and catch the balls we just saw there.
Yeah,
big
shot.
shot.
Right, and he can do it with the best of them.
Yeah, and how about him in his high school videos? Did you ever see any of that with him dunking basketballs and spiking volleyballs? His athletic ability is off the charts.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Working from the gun. Rodgers. He is going to find Hill here. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyreek Hill, 67-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Vic now, and an alley to run. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The defending champion Eagles having their troubles in this first game since Super Bowl 52, but they've got a 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run. I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And here are the starters for Philadelphia.
Let's take a look at Delaney Walker, the only tight end in the league to lead his team in catches in each of the last 4 years. Yeah, he's a late bloomer. He never topped 30 catches in his 7 years with the San Francisco 49ers. But remember, he came out of college as a pure wide receiver and had to make the transition to tight end. Played that at Central Missouri. Now he's a feature.
Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
Yeah, Orlando Brown,
mean,
Reggie Wayne,
nasty, physical,
Emmitt Smith.
They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Tyreek Hill. Definitely explosive.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but the Falcons were able to recover, so they will.
Come on, Cameron Wake. How the hell you go down and then get the ball?
It's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
And that's okay. They just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. This is taken at the 23. Oh, it spins again. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll run it here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So that'll do it for the 1st quarter as we kick off another season. 7-0 is our score, and we're back to Philadelphia after this. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. And 14. Now a 2nd down throw for Vic. This one grabbed by A.J. Green.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
You know?
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Vic. He finds his man, Baldwin.
Baldwin.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to
not letting me run the rock.
He's from right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen.
Oh, come on. You got to hold on to that, AJ.
3rd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. And he's taken down, not before reaching the 10-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field Don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead,
Sweetness.
Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, rookie, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
There's the fan.
So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you kind of circle a guy around and here he goes? No more. You have to start, close to the ball. And when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those. So it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also, they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Completes it to Lee.
Big shot.
And the Eagles have recovered.
Just to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it,
murdered him.
You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running
back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
You got it. Hey, let's go.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, with us this year. Glad to have him, and we will look ahead to all the action coming up this weekend at intermission, as well as look pressure brought in.
All right.
The Falcons get
He's all over him.
And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Vic goes play action. And he locates
Good catch.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here's Vic. On the move to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
But one thing that I've liked defensively,
Kai looked at him like, don't you throw that shit over here.
They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. A second down throw for Vic. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging
Picture
the toes,
perfect.
and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap.
Almost picked off.
And complete the
Come on, Vic.
Great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And able to find Green. A good pickup there of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Now Vic stripped. He lost the football. And the offense is able to
Vic,
pounce on
hold on to the ball.
5-yard line. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And he'll score! Touchdown, Eagles! It's their quarterback with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Morton Anderson, the kicker.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Atwater with the pick.
Picked off near the 34. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The defending champion Eagles looking good thus far in their first game since Super Bowl 52. Here's 1st and 10. This will be the final play of the half. Vick going for the deep ball. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh.
So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Looking forward to joining the crew this year. We'll get back to you guys in Philly in just a moment, but first, let's look ahead to opening weekend right here in 2018. One of the best of the early games, we'll highlight it there. The Giants in for a stern test at home at MetLife Stadium as they'll square off against the Jacksonville Jaguars. As for the 4 o'clock game, some good ones there as well. One being in Charlotte, where it'll be the Panthers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And finally on Monday night, a doubleheader to start the new year. The Jets and Lions in Matt Patricia's debut, followed by Rams-Raiders in the return of John Gruden to Oakland. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some
separation. Letting Walter Payton do anything today.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Vic readies to throw. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. It's a play fake. Now Vic steps away. Got some real estate inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Out of bounds.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
On play action, Vic. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Night Trey Lane.
Inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Oh, my God. Oh. Now, see, this would have been like a 15-yard penalty in real life.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. And out now come the Eagles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Coach.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Just had the wind knocked out of me, Coach.
The Eagles on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Vic now from the 50. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Throwing, Vic. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Vic on 2nd and 10. He hits Baldwin right side. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Right 20! Right 20!
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That is over 31.
Yards that
Why don't
go
you get
around.
up?
1st down as well.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and goal. Now they try the right side here. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And his kick is good. And that will give them a 12-point lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. They begin with a run by Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the Saints, you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
58.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. On the right side, open is Gesicki. To the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't even save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
319.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's got this down to the 35. 18 yards there and a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On first down, Rodgers throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
A first down carry for Smith. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
58.
Here we go now with Smith. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
319.
Try to punch it in with Smith. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Rodgers, and that is incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss
Now what?
on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Smith.
No, he doesn't get it. No.
The defensive end, Cameron Wake,
The
brings
goal
him
line
down.
stand holds
Philadelphia
on.
getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag
out
on
of
the
the
field.
boots.
Holding offense.
Come on, Zebra. What the hell?
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
For the Bluebirds, the Eagle fans, there you go.
And they'll go on the ground. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 8. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line.
What in the world, man? Can't make a simple block.
The Eagles send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick.
It's a booming punt.
Yeah, he was looking for the check.
Kicked it
bounce,
from one
didn't
end
get it.
zone
That scoots all
to
the
the
way
other.
into the end zone now for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal.
That's a 100-yard
the
punt,
dice,
yo.
didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind him, try to put together
I
another
don't think
drive.
that's
Yeah,
possible.
a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
What the hell is
First
going
down now,
on?
but that clock
Defense
rolling.
sucks.
Rodgers now on 1st down. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Looking left sideline, it's complete. A really good pickup.
Oh, you
of
got to be
28
kidding me.
yards.
That is not complete.
Clock management
I gotta see
definitely
this
critical
again.
here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have
Oh,
to
that
up the
left foot was
tempo in
out.
this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have
Oh,
a
yeah, 1
chance
foot
to win
in.
this ball
1
game.
foot. Where's the challenge at? Where's the challenge?
Rodgers will bring him up to the
come
line,
on.
1st and 10.
Got
And he's
1
4
foot
for
in
4 now,
bounds.
throwing
We
the
got
ball to
knocked out.
start the drive. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Ran around.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down and win.
Goal line again.
And he spikes it here with 35 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal.
Defense, that should sometimes make you prevent your ass from winning.
Rodgers to throw once more. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Nice shot.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Rodgers again now. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
Was that caught?
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And they'll run it here. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it. And then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Philadelphia,